everyone, welcome to Ask Nutritionist Deepa's quick, easy, flavorful cooking videos. And today I'm going to show you how to make anti-inflammatory, flavorful yet salt-free, fat-free broth that costs less than a penny. Now, flavorful broth is a secret to make oil-free cooking taste delicious, but also it makes it nutritious. Now, vegetable broth that are low in sodium are easily available at a grocery store, but they cost anywhere between $2 to $3 per quart. And I use a lot of broth at home in cooking. I cook my stews, soups, dals. I cook my grains in the broth, and I use it extensively when I'm stir frying my vegetables and making my everyday curries. So in order to spend money on broth, which can easily be made at home, I started collecting all the scraps from my everyday cooking. So I collect roots, seeds, stems, skin, lemon peel, and all the water after rinsing the skillet when I'm done cooking, or rinsing a blender jar. So I start with two different containers. One container holds all my solid scraps, and including these mushrooms which were left open for a day and then they overnight became very tough. And then one jar holds all my liquid, and this liquid, like I said, is from rinsing the skillet when I'm done cooking, or rinsing a blender jar after I grind my spices. And all I have to do now is to pour all these scraps in the hot water here. So I'm just going to pour it in here. And bring it to boil for few minutes. And at this point, you can add little bit of turmeric if you want, or you can skip adding any turmeric. You can also add some spices if you want. I have added some dry chilies in here, or some seeds from the dried chili. That makes it really nice and spicy. So I usually have one spicy version of this broth and one simple, more of a neutral. Nonetheless, what makes this broth anti-inflammatory is all the nutrients from the stem, skin, peel, root, seed. That's where the fiber, the antioxidants of the vegetable is situated. So by boiling it down, and again, you don't have to boil it for too long, maybe just like 2 to 3 minutes, less than 5 minutes will do it. And then I just cover it and allow it to kind of seep in there for a few minutes, and allow it to steep these veggies in that water for another hour or two until it cools down, and then we are just going to strain it. So one quick tip and trick I forgot to mention earlier in the video is that I keep a bowl of clean water in next to me when I'm chopping the vegetables. And instead of washing my hands in between the vegetables, I use this bowl as finger bowl, they call it, to just rinse my hand in the bowl itself. Okay, so if I'm done chopping the tomatoes, then I would rinse my hand in the bowl. Then I start chopping the onions, and then I do that. And before I know, this water is extremely flavorful. And I put this water back in the broth when it's time to make the broth. So here you go. For less than a penny per quart, anti-inflammatory, salt-free, fat-free vegetable broth, which is full of flavor and antioxidants, is ready. This is the first brew. So this you can see is slightly thicker and has little more body. So it would be perfect to add it to soups, but it would also be going to be good to to sprinkle when you are stir frying the vegetables. And this is the second brew, which means that, once the first brew was done, I added more water to the pot, and allowed it to brew one more time. And I have some vegetable pieces still in there, which is fine. So this broth is going to stay in the refrigerator for 2 weeks or so. And while this is being utilized, I am going to start collecting the scraps from my cooking tomorrow. So all in all, a fantastic way to get your antioxidants infused in your everyday cooking. I hope you guys liked it and you will try it. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sending those questions and commenting. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Until then, stay well, stay healthy.